ThePokeMartian back, and we're gonna do the top 20 best raid Pokemon post Teal Mask. I'll be honest, this list it's gonna be hard to actually change this list because I think we got a lot of hard hitters in the Teal Mask, so yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what part 2 brings. But here we go, I'm not gonna waste no more time. Make sure you drop a like, make sure you subscribe. And let's move on to number 20. We got Quillfish here. I'm not going to take too long talking about these. You see the sets on the screen. Just know that when you're playing raids, you still got to go for type. So even though the Pokemon that I'm saying is the best is number 1 or number 3, like, you can still use them. It's just in terms of viability and versatility, and what they're actually bringing to the table. So here we go. Quillfish is number 20. Don't need to talk about that one. You guys see what it does. Just a nice little wall. 19, we got Grumpig. A lot of people don't even know about this one. Grumpig actually is annoying. It's a decent defender. And, well, decent supporter. It got Light Screen and Mud Slap. Really, you spam Mud Slap and force the Pokemon to just not be able to do anything. It works. It's really annoying. So that's number 19. Let's go to number 18, which is Grimstar. I think Grimstar is still amazing. You guys know from my last video. I gave it Draining Kiss this time, because recovery is good. If you're a tank, recovery always helps. So Grimstar is going to be number 19. Now we got Oranguru, which, yes, these are all supporters. I don't need to talk about Oranguru. It has Instruct, basically letting someone do 2 attacks a turn. So now we got 16 here. Snorlax. This is a new addition from the Teal Mask. It's a belly drum set. I think this is probably the most effective way to use this thing. And Facade is... I put Facade, you can put whatever else you want. Facade is crazy if you actually could get it burned. Like if you got... Not burned, if you get poison it or something. So yeah, Snorlax, number 16, try it out. Now we got number 15. This one is good. Sorry for the low quality picture there. I didn't know it was gonna be like that. You know, I don't need to talk about this. This thing is good for people that don't have this or don't know about it. Like, this set right here is pretty good, especially if you have more than one. You guys will go pretty ham, not gonna lie. Number 14, we have Monkey Dory, another edition. This thing is poison and psychic. That's so interesting. Don't mind the IVs. It has acid spray. Pokemon with acid spray are always good, but this thing also has Nasty Plot, Sludge Wave, and Psychic. Go figure. This thing is pretty good. Just use it wisely, and you'll do good. Number 13 is Rayquaza. Rayquaza. It has Dragon Ascent in this game. I forgot about that. Dragon Ascent is probably the best flying move you can get for Rayquaza. And it has 150 base attack and Swords Dance. So yeah, and it has extreme speed. It's pretty good. Pretty good. I would use this if you're going to use a flying type. Well, if you need a flying type, you know what I mean? For the raid. Number 12 is Cali Rex Ice. A lot of people will be like, but you don't even use this, because I don't have the ice, I don't have Glacial yet, or whatever its name is. It gets as 1, so if this thing knocks out a Pokemon, it gains an attack boost, which you don't need to care about that because it has Swords Dance. And Glacial Lance is very, very, very powerful. Nothing more to say there. That thing is extremely powerful. So, as you know, its twin brother, Spectrier. Cali Rex again. This one I use on stream all the time. I gave it Draining Kiss because I find that this thing needs recovering, but it having Astral Barrage makes this thing a formidable Pokemon. This thing is nothing to play with. So that was number 11. Let's go on to the top 10 now. Top 10, we have Goldango. People are probably like, why is he so low? Why is he so low? Honestly, I didn't even know he was this low. I thought he was higher than this. There might be a mistake here because Goldango should be higher than 10. But for free-to-play players, this guy, you want to have him no matter what. I don't need to talk about him. Make sure you get him if you want him. Extremely powerful Pokemon. Don't let it go to waste. Number 9, we have Manaphy. If you don't know about Manaphy and what it does, this thing could go crazy. This thing's like baby Kyogre. But it could hit harder because it has Tail Glow. Tail Glow increases your special attack by 3 stages. So you can use that 2 times. And it has access to Fake Tears. So that combination makes this thing very crazy. Especially if you use Rain Dance. It cannot be statused in Rain because hydration. This thing is pretty strong. Yeah, try this. This thing, you'll punch holes. Especially in competitive, it's gonna punch some holes. So, that's number 9. We got number 8 here is Kyogre, the big boy. Why is Kyogre on top of Manaphy? Because of Drizzle. It puts up its own rain. It has Calm Mind, and it has Guaranteed Thunder. It's just a good Pokemon. I think Manaphy might be better than this, but Kyogre also has monstrous stats. So, you know, overall, Kyogre is stronger, but Manaphy, trust me, is no slouch. No slouch at all. So that's number 8. Number 7 is Groudon. We wish it was Primal. We do. I use this one all the time. Heat Crash, Precipice, Blades, Swords Dance, Drought. Nothing more to say that. You could use it against water types because of Drought. But not for long. Remember that. Not for long. Koraidon next. Koraidon's another good one. Same, basically the same thing as Groudon, but it has Screech and Swords Dance, making this thing extremely powerful. I only use it for the fighting type because of Collision Course. You can also slap a Choice Band on this thing, which you'll see right after this, because Miraidon is coming up too. So yeah, that's Koraidon. Number 5, Miraidon. Why is Miraidon higher? Because it has Parabolic Charge, and it has Metal Sound. Parabolic Charge is Draining Kiss, but for electric types, making this thing really good. And if I put Choice Specs, because if you're up against, which you should be using it for this reason, if you're up against like a Water Terra type, then this thing will probably annihilate that thing by itself just by Electro Drifting with Choice Specs. So that's number 5 right there. This thing is very crazy, and it hasn't failed me. So number 4 is Azumarill, everyone's favorite. I'm not going to talk about this. The reason why this is so high up, see, Goldango should be up here somewhere. I don't know what, I probably messed that up, but Azumarill is a free-to-play Pokemon, and when I mean by that, I mean people that do not have the DLC yet. So, you know, I'd rather put those Pokemon higher because everyone has access to them, and they're fairly easy to get. So Azumarill's very strong. Belly Drum, you already know. Misty Terrain, play rough, it does very good. Number 3 is Ironhands. Now people could argue this for number 1, and I wouldn't argue with you if you feel like Ironhands is number 1. But Ironhands has a huge problem, and that's that Belly Drum takes half of its health away. And even though it has Drain Punch, there's times where I'm struggling to get that HP. Like, you use your Focus Energy, And just with Focus Energy, you could probably kill whatever raid you're up against. Because with the Razor Claw, you're getting guaranteed critical hits. Don't underestimate how powerful that really is. Because every critical hit, you're going to gain 100% HP, I promise you. But if you can get that Focus Energy plus a Belly Drum up, you're going to, especially once you Terrasilize, you're going to murder whatever you're fighting. So yeah, I could see this thing being number one. This thing I use all the time. Ironhands is very, very good. Extremely good. You need that. Number two is Arceus. You guys should know why this is here. It has Acid Spray, Recover, and Calm Mind. And it could change its type. That's the reason why I put it over Ironhands. This thing, and on top of that, its stats are really, really powerful. 120 across the board. Changing its type to whatever you want. The only thing you gotta worry about is its Terra type. You have to change that to whatever you want, but I use Ghost because Ghost, you know, the only thing I gotta worry about is Dark and Dark and Normal, which both of those get beaten by Iron Hands, unless it's like a ground type or something that's gonna kill him. But you get the gist. I choose Ghost type just because of those reasons. Uh, so Arceus is number two because it's just versatile. And number one is no surprise to anybody. I've been saying it since day one. This thing is bonkers. There's nothing more to say about this thing. I don't even give it attack EVs. That's how good this is. Bulk up with Rage Fist. Bulk up like crazy. Take those hits. Another strategy you can do is getting somebody with a Cloyster with Skill Link, or, you know, something with Skill Link and hitting this thing with like Pin Missile or something, giving it 100 Rage Fist its full power on the first turn. Focus Energy plus Razor Claw is guaranteed critical hits. Rage Fist, and you know, same thing with Iron Hands. You will probably kill whatever you're fighting anyway, just by Terrasilizing. You're probably gonna kill whatever it is. So yeah, you can also change out the Razor Claw for Shell Bell. You could change out anything you want here, but these Pokemon in general are just too good to not talk about. And obviously this Pokemon is just better than everything else because of how good Rage Fist is. So guys, thank you for watching. I appreciate you guys.